Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed the last video with the alien base assault highlights. Still working on getting the full video uploaded. Part 1 is uploading right now, and once that's finished I will be uploading Part 2. In the meantime, however, I decided I would record a couple videos in XCOM here, first of which being to show you the new squad members I have. I have hired some new soldiers and added some names to our list. You might see your name in here. We're just going to go ahead and go down the list. Now, I have actually showed you guys the top 2 already, but we're just going to go through this again because one of those 2 has changed, you might notice. Joanna is now a robot. Whoa. Sorry about that. Controls flipped out on me there. But yeah, Joe's a robot. Very robot-y there. Ordinarily, they would have a mech trooper body like Andrew does, but I don't have the resources to build the 2 that I need to build as of yet. Because Joanna and one other person are going to be my backup mech troopers. Because that's kind of the goal here, is to make sure that I have more people and I can start rotating people in, get more people experience, and just get more names in the series. So that's what we're looking to do here. So here's Joanna. Katie, of course, still with us. And she is going to be joining some of the missions coming up here very soon. So there's something to look forward to there. Katie will be in probably the next mission, most likely. And then we have the new people, starting with Krista, who is an assault from Spain, I guess. Just a squaddie at this point, hasn't gone on any missions. She has been promoted to squaddie because I bought the new guy officer training, which allows all soldiers coming into XCOM, coming into your XCOM barracks, to automatically get a promotion. So she's an assault. I believe she is our 3rd tier assault because we've got Lisa and then we've got Sean. Yeah, so she is the next up on that line there. So she should be getting into submissions here pretty soon. We also have Heather with the goofy hair, of course, because I had to give her the goofy hair, right? She's kind of in the same boat as Krista, hasn't been on any missions really. So here she is, but she hasn't seen much action yet. In fact, she hasn't seen any action. And then we have Jesse, who is our next heavy on the line. He also has the funny hair. And I don't know how much use he's necessarily going to see. Actually, no. He is the 3rd tier heavy, so he should see some use. I said that because I forgot that I had made Joe, who was the 3rd heavy, into a mech trooper. But that is now Jesse's job. So he should be getting into submissions here. Has the very basic rocket fire that all heavies get. And then we have Fran Klingerman bot. Turns out there was actually enough left of Fran's body in our cryo facilities to make a robot out of her. So it may look like her, but rest assured it has none of her personality traits. It is a cold, unfeeling machine that happens to have Fran's face. It's like a Terminator, really. Sarah Connor. And then we have B-Bart, who is making his first appearance in the series as a sniper. He has a hat, and he has some headphones, so he's like a gamer dude, we'll say. You can't tell, but he actually has implants in his eyes that allow him to play computer games while he's just kind of standing there. So that's why he has the headset on. He's playing Call of Duty while I'm scrolling him around here right now. That's why he doesn't care. I can scroll him around all I want, and it's not going to affect him, because he's just playing away at his little computer game, as Dr. Shen put it earlier. Was he a doctor? I think he's a doctor. Can engineers be doctors? I suppose they probably have doctorates, don't they? Oh well. So here's our second tier sniper, because I didn't get a whole lot of snipers. So, interestingly enough, he is the second tier, so he will be Sterling's backup. And we have Grayson, our lone Israeli member. He is another support. Ordinarily, he would be the 4th tier support at this point, which might hurt his chances of getting into any missions, but I typically run 2 supports, so that should be very much in his favor. And it's pretty basic support build here. You know, he's got the smoke grenade and not much else yet, because he hasn't gone on any missions. But hopefully that should change here pretty soon. And just to go back through it here, Jordan is Argentinian. B-Bart is Argentinian, I'm sorry. He prefers to go by B-Bart, as I understand it. Called him Jordan for the longest time. I tend to do that. Like, friends of mine who have nicknames, as I'm sure many of you can attest to, I always kind of seem to just use your name rather than your nickname. I try to get better at that, but I meet with varying degrees of success. So, B-Bart is Argentinian. Fran, of course, Fran Klingerman bot, had to be Italian. That's not because she's from Italy. That's because the parts that we used to build her robot body came from Italy. We kind of stole them from a Ferrari plant, so. Jesse is Canadian, just because I didn't have anything else available. So, yeah. Canadian Jesse. Heather, of course, was always going to be Canadian. Krista already said she was Spanish. Katie, Dutch. I almost said Hollish. I would have felt really silly. And Joe is from jolly old England. She's got Rolls-Royce parts. Anyway, moving on. Sorry about that little diversion there, but I feel I should give everybody the same treatment as far as nationality goes. And then we have Sarah, who is our 3rd tier sniper from Australia. And she should be getting into some missions here, especially if B-Bart has a rough time. Because Sterling usually keeps his place pretty well, but right now he's undergoing some gene therapy. And I have a mission to go on. So I'm going to need to bring a new sniper. And I think I need to bring a new of somebody else too, because somebody else is also busy. So, you're going to see yourselves, a lot of you anyway. I can't, of course, get all of you into the mission, but I'll get as many of you as I feel I can and not completely screw my chances of succeeding at the mission over with. And if you're wondering about loadouts, we now have an Archangel armor. Sterling actually had that on in the last mission, but never actually used it because where am I going to fly him around in that base exactly? We have Titan armor now. So everybody gets a Titan armor. That's pretty cool. Not really anything new here, nor here. We have gas grenades now. I'm not going to use them. I highly doubt I'm going to use them. We have Reaper rounds. Again, probably won't use them. Just built them because I had a bunch of money. And we have combat stems, as well as some extra chitin plating, so now I can put it on more people and make more people resilient here. I should probably build another arc thrower, shouldn't we? Oh well. So that's the new squad. Yes, it is, because this is to be named later. So, there you go. I figured this is like, what, the 5th assault? He's never going to make it into a mission. So, I'm not going to worry about naming him for the time being. I'm sure there's somebody out there who would love to be a Frenchman with a pencil stash. But, your turn is going to have to wait, I'm sorry to say. And then we get into, of course, our people who are busy, like Sterling, who's being geneticized. I'm just gonna scroll through the squad here. Alrighty, just making sure I didn't miss anybody. I was almost certain I didn't, but doesn't hurt to check, now does it? Now, speaking of that mission, UFO landing, that's where we're going. Looks like it landed in Chicago, or Detroit, or Gary, Indiana. Probably Gary, Indiana. I don't think we would miss it if it got destroyed, though. Anyway, that's all for this video. This is just a quick little video to show you guys some of the new people that have been brought into the squad. And next video we will be doing is an assault on that landing site. Gonna be some new faces, so hopefully you're all excited. Alright guys, I will talk to you later.